This is our much awaited Pro Angler 12. It's the newest addition to the Hobie range of kayaks, and in particular fishing kayaks. And our previous version of this one, called the Pro Angler 14, was a little longer and a bit bigger. The 12-footer has been devised to make it a little more handleable and to suit a wider range of fishermen. These Pro Anglers are most suited to flat and protected waters because they are mainly a stand-up fishing platform. They have the stealth feature of the Butte Mirage drive system, but they also are stable enough to stand up in, so predominantly in sheltered waters. iCast is the biggest tackle industry show in the world, and the Hobie Mirage Pro Angler was voted best product at the show recently. This is the fantastic Mirage pedal drive system. Works with a pair of flexible fins, short and effortless pedal action, provides easy propulsion. One of the other really innovative features of this particular boat is this terrific vantage seat, it's called, and it's very adjustable. It has adjustable seat position, backrest, and it even has two heights so that it can be used for stand-up and sit-down casting. There's also a great stand-up platform on this boat, so you can stand on quite a large platform and shift your weight around because it's very stable. There's also included a tackle management system here in the deck, so an easy place to put your bits and pieces. Rod storage inside the hull, so you can keep your gear well protected and ready to use.
Thanks to Mel and the guys at the Brisbane Boat Show. Now, let's catch up with Chris to talk insurance.
This boat can be used for really a whole multitude of aspects to do with boating. What are some of the things you could advise viewers on if they're looking at buying one of these for the first time to be mindful of?
Well, Matt, probably most of the key things to look at is for the size of the boat. Obviously, you're going to be kitting the boat out with a few more things that your standard little tinny's going to have. So you want to make sure that your policy is covering you for content you may carry in the boat.
Right.
Okay, because for the size of that cabin, you're going to have bedding equipment. Okay, so you're going to have your Manchester, etc. So you've got to make sure you're covered for that as well. Probably the other thing, because as you were saying earlier, this is a family-orientated boat, it'd be very simple to be able to pull someone behind it on one of those tubes or skis or wakeboards, etc. So you should also look at making sure that you have water skis cover for such an occurrence.
So water skiing, in the definition, is...
Water skiing is basically any form of, say, tube, water skis, wakeboards, anything that you can pull behind the vessel.
Right, so in the case of those that know Weekend at Bernie's, even that scenario
Tubes,
as well?
things like that?
Right.
Correct. So all those items are covered on the policy.
So insurance, so that's an option, I'd gather,
Correct.
on a policy. So people aren't going to, to tow some form of water toy. They don't have to have water skis insurance.
That's correct.
And
exactly.
so the policy needs to be adaptable to sort of.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously too, fishing gear on these style of boats. Right. What about things like electronics and binoculars?
All your electronics and items of that nature which are mounted into the vessel are all part of the vessel.
Right.
So you've got to make sure that you're sum insured, and the amount that you purchase the boat for, that's what you're insuring it for. And that should cover all the electronics that are linked to the boat.
Thanks, Chris, for coming on board today. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Indeed.
Thanks, Chris and Matt. Let's head back to Joel to see where he's at.
Well, I managed to land myself a buffalo, and don't worry, I'm not talking about the real deal. This gentleman next to me, he is called Buffalo. When it comes to fishing and the trademark and everything else there is to know about it, Buffalo's your man.
Thanks, Joel.
Oh, mate, I tell you, I get so excited when I walk around this trade show and see some of the great things, but we can't go past, I guess, an Australian-made company. And in saying that, we can't go past that award either. I saw it just glistening in my eye a little bit. Tell us a bit about it, how it started, where it began.
Especially coming from here in Brisbane. It's made here in Brisbane, and it's been made here in Australia for 114 years. Platypus has been making fish line from the old linen through to the cat gut, they used to call it, I think, in the old days, to your nylons, and now we actually make our own braids here in Australia as well. And this braid here is the new one that won the line award at the show here.
So that's the one that won the big prize?
That's the one, yeah, that's right, yeah. And it's designed to come into a price in the market so that more people will be able to fish with braid.
Okay. So, yeah, I was going to say, explain it to us so we
beauty
can all
about braids is very low stretch, virtually none at all. It's extremely thin for the breaking strain of it and has very good sensitivity, so you can feel the fish bite a lot better. As well as that, it has the advantage of being very long wearing and things like that, so it lasts a lot longer.
Okay.
Over here are your nylon lines, and the nylon lines, the advantage of those are a little bit more forgiving, particularly great for the kids and things like that, and the people that only go fishing, say, once a year or something like that, can't afford to sort of spend the money on the braided lines. The nylons are very handy, the fact that there's a number of different types there. They have a bit more stretch in them, so they're a bit more forgiving if your knots are a little bit dodgy and things like that. But they also have some of the nylons that are called low stretch nylons as well, which help for those that are trying to do the crossover between nylon and braid.
Okay, all right. And you wouldn't put the two together, no?
What we normally do when we rig with these up and we're setting up a rod or a reel, what most people do is they'll run the nylon as a backing, they'll top shot the reel with the braid, we'll put 125 yards or so on top, and then some of them will tie a nylon leader on at the end as a shock tipper or heavy leader to take the abrasion and things like that, and fish biting around it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, there you go. I tell you, I'm learning everything today here at the trade show. You know, we found the, what do we got, best line here. We've seen the best reel. I'm just going to go and try and find the best feed at the moment and check out all the lures at the same time.
3 years ago, we started with one little lure, this little lure here, in 8 colours. And now we advanced on that, and we've now got 8 lures in 3 years, and we've now got 22 colours in our range. So expanding very fast, the brand's in demand, we have trouble keeping up with stock, and every time something comes in it goes out to our customers. This is our 3rd after show, so we only started 3 years ago, and it's been great. Yeah, we've had a really great response this show, so fantastic. We're in the lure industry obviously, and you've got everybody in the industry all in the one place. It's a great showcase place for your new products, so that's what we do. We bring our new products to show everybody and get wide appeal throughout the market. Everyone who's anyone is here at this show within the fishing tackle industry in Australia, and you get OS sort of interest as well. So it's a really great place to bring your new products, expose them to not only the Australian market but potential buyers for OS markets. This is where we set our ground roots. Our first show was the release of our product. That was the very first place we bought our product, was here. So yeah, and we do that every year. We save our new products for this show to release them here. So yeah, it's a big part of what we do.
It's nearly the end of the day, and as you can see around me right now, it is all happening. These guys are pulling down their signs, they're taping up their boxes, getting ready to pack away all their stuff. It has been an absolutely amazing trade show to come in here and to get the privilege to check out some of this new product. Now, as I said at the start of the show, it's not open to the public. So for me to come in here with my little badge, it has been an absolute treat today to check out some of the new stuff just about to hit the market. Hopefully in time for summer and Christmas, all that good stuff. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.